Throughout eternity, Yahweh existed, alone in the void. As the eons passed, his mind became colder, twisted, malevolent, and Yahweh conceived of a plan. He would create a world and be its diabolical God. When he was ready, Yahweh said, "Let there be fright." Yahweh filled the world he had created with playthings. He created diseases. He would force animals to drink water that he filled with parasites. And he loved watching the carnivores rip the throats out of their prey and bring them down in pain, suffering. Ugh. How Yahweh enjoyed it, but it wasn't as much fun as he had thought, for these creatures, though they had minds, were driven by instinct. And so Yahweh created new creatures, new playthings. He called them humans. These creatures could think beyond the mere hunger, beyond flight or fright. And the Dark Lord Yahweh, that sadistic narcissist, told Cain and Abel, two of the best of these creatures, to present offerings to him to stoke his ego. Cain offered grains, vegetables, but Yahweh just looked at it and said, "Where's the fun in that?" But Abel took an animal and slit its throat. Yahweh liked that. The smell of blood dripping from its neck onto the ground. Oh, he had had carnivores before, but that was instinct. What Abel did was premeditated. But then Cain did something Yahweh hadn't thought of before. Cain made another sacrifice. He took his brother, Abel, and slit his throat. Yahweh saw him do it. "Oh, Cain, what have you done to your brother?" cooed Yahweh. Oh, what an innovation to kill an intelligent being, to look them in the eye and have them know that you are taking their life. Oh, Yahweh loved this. Yahweh would now try his hand at killing humans, making sure they understood who was killing them. In the beginning of his serial killing, Yahweh was a bit clumsy. One time he drowned all the babies in the world en masse, and as their corpses rotted in the water, bloated, that satisfied him. But something was missing. So Yahweh waited, and then he rained down fire and burning sulfur, brimstone he called it, onto 2 cities, incinerating the people. They had warned him he was gonna do it. So as their babies, their children, burst into flames, gagging, gasping, the hot smoke, burning sulfur filling their lungs. Oh, Yahweh loved this. Then he tried other ways of killing. He even turned one person into a pillar of salt. On and on and on, Yahweh killed sometimes having an excuse, sometimes not. As long as people died, as long as they knew he had killed them. But still, something was missing, and he thought back to Cain and the cold, calculated fury that Cain had toward Abel. To butcher another human, to butcher your equal, this was an idea Yahweh realized he must explore. "I love killing," said Yahweh. "Oh yes, I do. But the innovation that human serial killers have, this is something I can work with." And so Yahweh looked throughout all the world that he created for the most committed serial killers, the most like him, malevolent, without mercy or pity, cold, methodic serial killers. These he would make partners with. He would collaborate with them, provide them opportunities for mass murder. Yes, vicarious serial killing. What a concept. Yes, I shall do it. I shall make friends with the fire, with the malevolent, with those after my own heart. The Bible novel is the story of how Yahweh seeks out other serial killers, give them lessons in murder, send them on campaigns of killing, be their partner. Yahweh partners with many, many serial killers. He prefers those who like to kill with the level of devotion, the level of sadism that he has, and he, looking through their eyes, can watch as they butcher one person after another and see the light go out of their eyes. Yahweh's twisted mind comes up with more and more cruelty, sadism, for he has created a world to be a God, the God of pain, the God of suffering, the God of agony, disease, the God of death. For this is the dawn of the serial killer, the Dark Lord, Yahweh. Let there be fright